let's turn it over to running backs really quick. Me and the stuttering. DeAndre Swift, running back for the Detroit Lions, finished as the is that correct? Finished at 23 last year? No, I think I meant to say 13. My
Yeah.
mistake. He is currently the ninth running back off the board. That puts him at the end of the first, early second, depending if you're playing in a 10 or 12-man league. My personal ranking is right there around that 13 range. Nathan, you have him a little bit higher, but you're saying that he's usually too expensive for you to draft. So explain that thought process to me.
Yeah, so he's gonna go at the end of the first round. I have him when I look at the running backs in that top 13, top 15 range. I usually I'll pigeon him right at about 10. But there's other options that I like, or around where he would be going at the end of the draft, in end of the first round,
Yeah.
that I'm not necessarily grabbing a running back there. If we're looking at different tiers and different positions, I would be kind of going for a different strategy than grabbing a running back there. Usually, I might even wait until the snake comes back around and draft my running back in the second round. Um, so that's kind of what it's come down to. I just don't get a lot of him. There's some concerns with finishing the season as well. Injuries. He's one of those guys, I guess, kind of like Christian McCaffrey or Dalvin Cook, where you can kind of bank that he's going to miss 2 or 3 games,
Mm-hmm.
in a year. Now, that being said, you can always kind of change that and change that narrative around him by finishing solid, a full season. But that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I like him. Don't get me wrong. Like, I just don't get him. I don't draft
Yeah,
him.
I completely understand. I asked you a few questions and you jotted down your notes, and I'll just go through them really quick here. He's yet to play a full season. You touched on that. Does it factor into when you're drafting? Of course, it always says. You hate to, you know, put the injury factor and assess it, but you just do. That's why CMC is where he's at most years these days. Does Javante Williams uh, does he pose a threat running back, second string? No, he's just a change of pace guy. And then is he a premium handcuff though? Yes, we saw at times last year that did prove very noteworthy to have. The reason why I have him where he is because I just think that guys like Alvin Kamara who get they just progress further and further down because of age or whatever it may be, the way that the offense is, they keep going down, but yet they keep proving that they're valuable for fantasy. And he's currently going right behind him right now. I don't like that. Nick Chubb is a guy who, if Deshaun Watson doesn't play, they're going to shove him down the throat. And he's always a guaranteed guy to get 12 or 13 touchdowns a year, which puts him well above where I think DeAndre Swift could land. Even in PPR. And then Aaron Jones is also a guy that's going behind him right now, who I just think has the potential, even with what is that, AJ Dillon there, to
Mhm.
just dominate and continue to have these explosive game winning um, you know moments, these types of games. And that's kind of why, and I know it seems kind of weird the way I'm chopping it up right now, but Allen Kamara, Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, they give you that home run hitting potential, those weak performances. And DeAndre Swift, capable, shown flashes, but hasn't been able to string it together like these guys have. So that's kind of the reasoning for it.